Hi, how is everyone? I'm trying like loads of different devices all over the place, so give me a minute to get my bearings. I'm going to try and figure out what on earth I'm doing with my life. Hopefully it's all working for now. See how it goes. Oh, that's weird. I've got my Nintendo Switch down here. So it's just, I'm watching myself and it's bizarre. I hate it. I'm going to try and mark the comments as best I can. Wait for some people to arrive. Don't pause that, thanks. I'm in a really dodgy angle. It's feeling like every screen I'm looking at is doing a different... That's weird. Okay, right, let's set this up on my phone so I can look at some comments. Because I am the pinnacle of professionalism and I set this all up in advance. Sweet. My phone's going mad. Hello, my awkward fiction. I'm monitoring the comments in literally every device I own. So that's fun. Not at all stressful. How is everyone's day going? What time is it where you are? It's 7 o'clock here. Well, 2 minutes past 7. Hello, little owl lost. I don't know why I spontaneously decided to go live today, but I thought it was something to do, isn't it? Hello, Hunting Swan. I have a few snacks, so if you do see me like shoving things into my gob, apologies. I'll try and be discreet. But it's also chocolate, so I will just go because that's what I do with chocolate. It's the only way. I need a bigger desk. It's a really weird position to look at the comments on my laptop. I can't even see them on my Switch, which is a bit annoying. So I don't even know why I'm bothering. Put that to sleep for a minute. Sleep. Go to sleep. I wish I could go to sleep. Nice shirt, thank you. Got it the other day. It's like literally me. And it's a meme on a t-shirt, so what's better? So, did Doppelgangland take your #1 spot? I love that episode so much. Definitely top 3. I need to like really think about all the episodes in season 3 so far to work out. And how do you say it? Is it Doppelgangland or Doppelgangland? Because I don't know which one's right. It's 8 here, and I've been playing with kids for 6 hours in the gym today, so I'm knackered. How's your day going? Blimey, I do not envy you. My day's pretty good. I've been to uni, I've come back, I've eaten food, and when I eat food, Liam is happy. I love your Marvel pop fans, thank you. Bit of Iron Spider there, The Flash. I have quite a few Marvel ones on display actually. I have quite a few DC as well, and Doctor Who. I did actually, I did a room tour on my Patreon page the other day, so I showed all my pop vinyls off in that. Doctor Who's your favourite TV show? Yes. Love it. Watched it since even before it came back in 2005 because my dad and granddad were huge fans. So yeah, exciting. Have you seen 304 of the 100 yet? I've seen it, haven't edited it. I'm hoping to do that tonight. I'm going to record a Dollhouse tonight and then edit the 100. I started watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. last week thanks to your love for it. I'm on season 4. Now that is a hell of a show. I hope you're enjoying it. I mean, if you're on season 4, I imagine that must mean you love it. Or at least enjoy it enough to get to season 4. And season 4, probably my favourite season. Um, what do you think of the controversy of the latest series? Oh, is this Doctor Who? Um, I mean, no one's going to be pleased, are they? In terms of complaints about the writing and the way they've handled like the showrunning and stuff, I completely understand. Um, in terms of attacking Jodie for being a woman, I completely disagree with because I actually think she's been fantastic. Um, but I can understand why people may have been underwhelmed with the series. I really enjoyed it, but I do hope Series 12 has a lot of improvements. Um, oh, people are saying it's too SJW. Yeah, I mean, everything kind of is. I think Doctor Who's always kind of had like political messages and stuff like that, but people only seem to notice it now because there's a female doctor, so they can complain about it. But that's my humble opinion. Hi, Kieran. Have you seen Game of Thrones? I have, yes. Very much looking forward to season 8. Whenever that may be. What was the date? I want to say April 26th, but I feel like I've got confused with a different date. I think that's the date my dissertation's due in. So maybe I'm just getting my dates confused. I think it's in April though, isn't it? Since you saw 304, how do you feel about the scene at night time between Monty and Jasper? You're going to have to wait and see, aren't you? I ordered a Doctor Who care pack of jelly babies and jammy dodgers. Do you like them? I liked the cookies, but not the candy. I love jelly babies. I don't know if they're like different across the world because I think some places in the world don't even get them or they're like different things. But I love jelly babies. I love jammy dodgers as well. Um, but if it's candy, I enjoy it. But I love a good jelly baby. How would you rank the shows you're currently reacting to? I really don't know. I mean, I love them all for so many different reasons. I need to remember what I'm actually reacting to. Let's have a look. I mean, if I didn't enjoy the shows, I would stop reacting to them, like I did with Riverdale. But yeah, I think it's hard because I love them all for different reasons. Like, I love Buffy for the show and the community. I love Agents of Shield for the show and most of the community. Walking Dead is kind of what got my channel started, so I'm always going to have a love for that. So yeah, there's loads of different reasons. I'm not sure I could really rank them, or if I did, I'd have to really sit down and think about it. Have you been listening to David Tennant's podcast? There are 3 episodes out, and Jodie was on the latest one. It's my new favourite. I've heard about it. When it announced, I got really hyped. Me and Connor are both really hyped for it, but I haven't listened to anything yet. But I have heard good things, so I'm definitely going to get round to it. The lineup of guests he's got coming up looks amazing. I think he even got Ian McKellen to record one, so that's crazy. Lol, the shade to Riverdale. What are they doing, man? What are they doing? Hello, sweetie. It's Nan again. Have fun. Hello, Nan. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you and John are having a good day. I tried watching and getting into Riverdale, just couldn't get into it. Yeah, that's fair. Season 1, I actually really liked. I don't think it should be a 22 episode season show. I think that's its kind of downfall. But yeah, I've just been seeing what's happening in season 3, and I don't even know. What do you think is in store for Faith now? Do you think she'll return to Team Buffy? I hope so, but it's Joss Whedon. So she'll rejoin 2 seconds later. She'll get eaten by a vampire or something, probably. Do you watch other people react to the 100 of the episodes you've seen? Only Liam Catterson. I've been keeping up with his because we're basically like neck and neck now. So I started in like June, didn't I? And Liam started a few months ago, at least uploading them. Because he was kind of recording them in secret, sneaky. But he uploads like 2 episodes a week, I think, whereas I do 1. So he's pretty much caught up with me now. He's actually ahead of me in terms of watching them in a minute. But yeah, his reactions are great. But he's the only one I've watched. I haven't like actively sought out many 100 reactions yet. Mainly because I want to stay away from like the comment sections. Liam 2 is great. He is Liam 2. He was here first. Technically, I should be Liam 2. What do you think the mayor is really up to on Buffy? I have no idea, but I'm really excited to find out. Like he's a creepy guy. Um, I mean, he seems very keen to have like an assistant figure. So if he needs help, it's got to be something kind of crazy. And he was talking about like ascending and stuff like that, wasn't he? So I don't know. Maybe he wants to like become a god or become a demon overlord. I don't know. But I'm excited to find out. He just wants a good round of golf. Maybe that's it. Now, I must admit, if that's his overall plot, kind of an underwhelming ending to season 3 of Buffy. Which is better, The Wish or Doppelgangland? I don't know. I don't want to anger anyone. I think I enjoyed watching Doppelgangland more in terms of like structurally and story wise. I think The Wish is probably a better episode, but I think I preferred Doppelgangland overall because it had 2 Willows in it. Like no episode's ever going to beat that. Is there one character or several on the 100 that you don't think will ever die? I don't think Clark will ever die. If she does, it'll be the last ever episode. I don't think Bellamy will die. Honestly, I think anyone else would be expendable. I feel like even Bellamy could die, actually. I feel like Clark would be the last one standing. I don't know if I could picture the show without Clark in it. Although I said that about The Walking Dead and Rick, and I still really love the show without Rick in it, so we'll see. But I don't think Clark's dying anytime soon, at least. I hope not. Watch me watch like the very next episode now. She gets her head cut off. I look like a right idiot. Unless an episode has 3 Willows. That's true. The more the merrier. All the Willows. Could you imagine if they do an episode that's just every single character is Willow? Like dresses like Willow dressed up as Oz or Xander or something. And like the title sequence is just Alison Hannigan. Alison Hannigan. That'd be great. Is that an episode? I doubt it. Hi Liam. How are you going to handle the show when you start watching Angel? Are we going to get more Buffyverse episodes each week? Fingers crossed. Got some bad news for you kids. You're not going to get more, but you aren't going to get less. It's going to be, instead of 2 episodes of Buffy, it's going to be 1 and 1 episode of Angel. But I suppose that depends on how I watch it, because there are like some orders that I've seen. You watch a couple of episodes of Angel in a row because it's like 2-3 parts or something, and some people have been saying just watch them as they aired. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to ask you guys for your opinions on that before I decide. Did you know that there's the 100 books? I did. I want to read them actually because I heard they're very, 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 very different. So I'd love to see kind of how it's, how the books are different from the show. But I was aware that they're based on some books very, very loosely. Please! I understand, I can. I was so excited for you to get to Doppelgangland. I mean, 2 Willows. Alison had to act Willow, Vampire Willow being Willow, and Willow being Vampire Willow, and she nails them all. She does. She's fantastic, isn't she? Oh, God. I love that woman. I love that character so much. Have you ever watched Orphan Black? I have not. No. I know Liam Catton? No, Liam Catterson. He's been reacted to that, hasn't he? I think he finished not too long ago, and he seemed to really love it. He tweets about it a lot, so maybe I'll check it out eventually. React to it? I don't know, but I don't have a lot of time to watch anything outside of what I react to anyway. I'm looking at the screen here on my phone. I look really red. I don't know. Please do. If I do react to anything like that, it's going to be a while yet because I need to like finish a show. I think I'll be caught up on the 100 before anything else. That being said, I am starting a new show next week because Doom Patrol starts. Well, yeah, next week Doom Patrol, or is it this week? Might be on Friday actually. Doom Patrol starts, so I'll be reacting to that. So yeah, And obviously, Dollhouse is coming on the 22nd, so that's 10 days. I'm really annoyed actually. I did some research on Dollhouse, and tomorrow is going to be the 10-year anniversary of it first airing. What a great day that would have been to drop them all, but I had no idea. And I'm nowhere near ready to release them all yet. I feel like the actors on Buffy never got bored because it gives them such interesting changes to play. Yeah, really cool. That's a good thing, I suppose. You do episodes like Halloween and The Wish and all that. I mean, it's good that most of the characters are interesting enough on their own anyway. But when you like do different things with them, kind of give them different interpretations, it would be a lot of fun as an actor to get that kind of variation in a show that runs for like 7 years. Yeah, they're very different. Jasper, Raven, Finn, Lincoln, Murphy, Monty, and Waymore don't exist. Oh, blimey. Only Clark, Bellamy, Octavia, Wells, and Jaha do. And Clark's parents, but with different names. Oh, good. Jaha's in the books. Great. Crazy. That's like... I knew Finn wasn't in the books, but I didn't realise like Raven and Jasper and Murphy and all that weren't in them. Man. Oh, hell yeah, you'll start before ASR. Yeah. Does watching Dollhouse first affect how you see Faith? Not really. I think it... Because like the whole premise of Dollhouse is the actress playing a different character basically every single episode. So I just see Faith as like another character she plays. Oh, blimey. Oh, the group chat in uni's getting crazy. We're getting results for performance we did at uni today. So we're all on like tenterhooks about that. But I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Hi, Lily Mae Pretty. Lily Mae Pretty. Liam, I didn't know real people still said blimey. I do. Blimey. It's a great word, blimey. Blimey O'Reilly. That's a saying. Oh. Group chat, shut up. Hello, Mine Turtle. Mine Turtle? That sounds dangerous. I won't tell you who, but 2 future characters in the 100 are also in Shadowhunters. Ooh, I will keep an eye out for them, and I will probably die of happiness when they show up. It's like seeing Cat on Arrow. I still find it so bewildering, especially after the latest episode of Arrow. But I am looking forward to seeing, as sad as it is, Shadowhunters is ending, but it's coming back very soon. I'm really hoping everyone gets like a great career out of it and go on to do great things. I know Alberto's kind of got loads of auditions on at the minute for pilot season because he had to delay his Instagram live thing that he does every Sunday normally because he has like this book club. So he has to delay that because he's like auditioning for pilots of shows. So fair enough. I hope he gets something good, and I will watch it because he's great. Ooh, 22 if you're watching. Hello, the best 22. Oh, 23 now. The best 23 people in the world. Oh, blimey, got a few. I'm becoming so aware of saying blimey now. So are you studying to be an actor or something behind the scenes? Yeah, being an actor. We'll see. Like how I had to pretend I didn't recognise Eliza when she turned up in Buffy. Whedon also likes to recycle actors who will see some familiar faces in future episodes of his shows. I have heard that and I'm very excited. Because anyone could turn up at any time. I'm hyped. Watch ASDF to understand Mind Turtle lol. YouTube vid. Oh, okay. I'll check that out. Hello, Kelmore. My day is going brilliantly. How is your day going? I won't let my boyfriend watch Dollhouse without me. First time watch for him. But he's studying in Barcelona and I'm in Sweden and he's so mad that we didn't finish before he left. Oh well, you get round to it. It's good stuff. Don't worry, I say blimey too. See? Anna says blimey too. It's not just me. Do you like Lola F or Sarah H more as the Sealy Queen? Oh, that's a good question. I mean, the book fan in me says Sarah, because that's kind of a lot how I imagine the character. But I really like the twists that they had with like the little girl Shadowrunner, and I think that actress is great. She's so sassy. I loved the scenes with her and Lilith in season 3A. And we're getting another new actress in 3B, aren't we? So that should be interesting to see what she brings. But I like them both. But I always kind of pictured like the kind of Sealy Queen Sarah played. Um, but I think in terms of performance, we've seen a lot more of Lola in the role, haven't we? So I think I'd have to lean towards her really. Um, I wish I was British so I could use some of your slang without sounding so American. Well, it works vice versa. Just checking out everyone panicking in the uni group chat. Blimey, more like sublimey. Oh, you stop it. You stop it. I'm going to use that one. And Nan says, blimey. It's an excellent word for surprise, horror, or even when you get very cross. That is true. Very true. The 100 reminds me of Lost. It even has one of the same actors. Have you seen Lost? I have not. American Mum loved that show, doesn't she? She reacted to that recently. Something else to check out eventually, I suppose. Yes. Favorite cast member in the 100? I don't know. I mean, are we talking like on the show or behind the scenes? Because they're all absolutely hilarious behind the scenes. And I feel like it's just biased for me to say Devon because he plays my favorite character. Hello, Muppet Stooges fan. Do you feel a crawling sense of dread like ice cold water trickling through your veins, an overwhelming sense of horror overtaking you at the thought of Avengers Endgame? Yes. Yes. Especially because Captain America is my favourite Avenger. And I think this might be it for him. And I will probably be sobbing in the cinema. What video game are you most excited for this year? Oh, I need to remember what's coming out, really. Animal Crossing's out. Well, it's rumoured to be in April. There's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow, so I'm hoping they confirm when that's coming out. But I'm excited for that because I love that series. And yeah, if there are any gamers watching, what games have you played recently that you'd recommend? Because I want to play some different ones. Devon's my favourite behind the scenes in performance and just as a person in general. Yeah. I mean, I haven't like seen too much about his personal life and anything because I don't want anything spoiled. But yeah, Animal Crossing is what I am most excited for. Yeah, I cannot wait to waste my life away. Putting out weeds, uh, reporting villagers who annoy me. On this day in 1914, The Squaw Man, the first feature-length film shot in Hollywood, was released. Now that is a factoid. Looking forward to the new Far Cry game. Yeah, I've watched some gameplay of that actually. I've never played any of the Far Cry games. They're a far cry from the games I normally play. But yeah, it looks really cool. And I think there's a dog in it, so 10 out of 10. Have you played Until Dawn? It's a bit old, but still great. I haven't. Is that the one with Brett Dalton in it? I think it's a scary game, so I've stayed away from it. I can't even watch like walkthroughs of scary games. I would say FF7 remake, but who knows when that shit's getting done. Yeah, there's a lot of those games in there. Still just checking up on the group chat. I'm not being rude and ignoring you all. I mean, is it possible to ignore people on a live stream? I don't know. That's weird. I don't know why I'm thinking too much into how live streams work. I think it still blows my mind that this is like a thing. What are your thoughts about the latest Once Upon a Time episode? Do you have any predictions for the Cora storyline? If she dies at the end, that'd be great because she's evil, but she's such a good villain. I don't really know, but I really liked the latest episode. This season's been really, really cool. And yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen next. But in terms of predictions, anything can happen. I think Once Upon a Time is getting better and better at surprising me. Um, so I have to wait and see. I genuinely thought they killed Archie off. I was so upset. That's Rami Malek. He just won an award, didn't he? Rami Malek, for Bohemian Rhapsody. He was really good in it, to be fair. You should invite us to your village when Animal Crossing comes out. We can help you weed. Yes! I'm so lazy when I do stuff like that. It's because like, Animal Crossing I always play in stages. I'm like addicted for like 4 months, and then I'll leave it for 4 months. Then when I come back, everything's overrun. Everyone thinks I'm dead. There are demons circling the place. Yeah, like half the villages are moved away, and it's all new people. They're like, who the hell are you? So that'd be great. It's like that guy. Is it called Leaf or something? That character. He's like, there's only like 60 weeds left for you to pull. And I'm like, oh my goodness. It's a scary game with jump scares, but it's awesome because everything that happens and plays out is based on what you choose. So if someone dies, it's because you chose a wrong decision. Oh boy. This kind of games really stress me out when you have like a choice on what happens. Like Red Dead 2 is bad enough, so imagine a game like that. For Once Upon a Time, is there any fairy tale character you'd want to see introduced, maybe? I like the Peter Pan lore, especially because we've got Hook. I'd like to see like Peter Pan show up. That'd be cool. It's kind of got this feud going on with Rumpelstiltskin, so I don't know if he even has a feud with Peter Pan or if that's even going to be a thing. So that'd be interesting. Are you planning on doing the Once Upon a Time spin off? It's only 13 episodes, but it's set in Wonderland. I've heard about it, but a lot of people said don't bother. So I'm just going to have to kind of figure it out. I can't remember when it's set. Is it between season 3 and 4 or 4 and 5 or something like that? I can't exactly remember when it's supposed to be set, but I'm not sure yet. People didn't seem too keen on me reacting to it. They said just watch it and not react to it. So I probably watched it at some point, but reacting to it, I don't know. If you could choose one character to have more scenes with the Raven, who would you choose? I mean Jasper, because Jasper and Raven are my two favourites. So it would be great to see that. But I also really like her relationship with Abby, so maybe Abby. And those two kind of make sense story wise, but she doesn't interact with Octavia a lot, I don't think. So maybe I'd like to see those two become friends. Hello, John. Laptop. It's breaking. I love Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, but I'm a slut for anything Wonderland. Oh, you know what? You do you. Is that a drawing of Thanos? Yes, it is. And Red Hood above it. So I've got a Marvel and a DC one. Who's your favourite trio on the 100? Is there a trio? I really like Monty, Clark, and Bellamy. When those two were together at the end of last season, that was cool. I've been rewatching Doctor Who from Russell T Davies episodes. Cool. I forgot how the 10th Doctor could be such a dick to Martha. Yeah, Martha's underrated. I love Martha. He did not treat her very well, did he? Oh well. You draw then? I do. Well, and I don't know. Do you think The Walking Dead will do well now Rick's not in it? I think so. I really like what they're doing, storyline wise with it and everything. And the ratings got released for the premiere, the first episode back, and they're up on the last couple of episodes, and they're holding steady. So I feel like it's going to be okay. I mean, we're getting a season 10 anyway, so. Can you direct me to a reaction of an episode you've disliked? From what I've seen, you always seem satisfied. Whereas especially Buffy, I've seen that explains a lot. Um, I mean, Teacher's Pet from Buffy. I didn't like that episode. Um, I wasn't big on the puppet show in Buffy either. I'm trying to think if there's an episode I've actually disliked, if anything. I always try to be optimistic and find the best in episodes. I don't tend to dwell on the negative stuff. Um, I don't know. And Bad Eggs, yeah. Reptile Boy, yes. I hated Reptile Boy. Watch that reaction if you haven't already. Um, oh god, I'm missing those messages. I also watched Voyage of the Damned for the first time. Oh, what do you think of it? I actually quite like that one. Because everyone dies, basically. Except that asshole. Oh, and the guy who played, is it Mr. Copper? Mr. Cropper? In that story, he died like a week ago, didn't he? Sad. If you could have 3 characters from the 100, 3 from Shadowhunters, and 3 from Walking Dead, and put them in a new show, who would they be, and what would the show's plot be? Oh man. Okay, 3 characters from the 100: Jasper, Raven, and Bellamy. Shadowhunters: Simon, Izzy, and Magnus. 3 from Walking Dead. Do they have to be alive? I'm going to say no, and say Glenn, Carol, and Maggie. And their new show plot would be they open a circus and they have to keep it all in order, and they have like loads of rival circuses, or circi if that's the plural. I don't think it is. And they have to keep that going and come up with more and more extravagant stuff. Yes, I hated Teacher's Pet. Oh, I was pissed that the rudest passenger was the one who survived. Yeah. Voyage of the Damned, eh? Kylie Minogue. Hello, Suki. Yeah, I wasn't huge on Bad Eggs either. Season 2 is wildly uneven, but Buffy Season 3 is just gold every episode. Only Alonzo and the arsehole and the old man survive, yeah. Well, I'm the Doctor. Yeah, Russell T Davies was a bit brutal in that episode, wasn't he? Killed everyone. Merry Christmas. Scaring away 2 people, they're now 19. 20 now. Although some devices are saying different numbers of people are still here. But I'm amazed there's this many people here, to be honest. Just me yapping on. Late to the party. Snow messing with the internet today, so I'll be quick. I hope you know how appreciated and loved you are. You get Buffy better than anyone. Do they teach Buffy at your uni? Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. As far as I'm aware, they don't teach Buffy at my uni. If they did, I would drop out of my course and do that one. My lecturer has mentioned it a few times though. Because we're doing like masculinity studies and stuff for one of our modules just before Christmas. And she was talking like how Buffy as a name for like the main character, connotations with the word buff because she's strong. Xander, you know, a kind of untraditional name, and Xander's a bit of a quirky guy, that kind of thing. So when she mentioned that, I was like, what? But then she was like, going to talk about future stuff. I was like, I've started watching it, please don't tell me anything. I'm surprised you like Go Fish episode. Yeah, it was a bit of fun, wasn't it? I mean, it's not like the best TV I've ever watched by any means, but it was okay. Kiss, marry, kill. Willow, Giles, Buffy. Well, I'd marry Willow, kiss Buffy, and sorry, Giles. You'll be seeing Jenny soon. Keep or kill, Ryan or Yaz. Oh, I feel mean, but I actually prefer Ryan, so I'd have to keep him. Sorry, Yaz. What do you think Jasper's favourite food would be? I say chocolate cake. Sounds about right. He got really excited about cake in one episode, didn't he, in season 2? Maybe just cake in general is his favourite food. And same. I'm always wondered why Xander didn't call himself Alex. Yeah, it's kind of again, it's a quirky way of shortening Alexander, isn't it? So we have Alex, we have Xander, we have Alec with this C, like in Shadowhunters. Uh, I watched today a new Buffy reactor who has many followers. Impressive that person needs to reach your level and not the other way around. I mean it. Why, thank you. Keep or kill the ghost monument in the forest of the night. Kill in the forest of the night. Kill it. Ugh. That's one of my least favourite episodes of New Who ever. I just found it so boring. And I couldn't understand a word those creature things were saying when they were talking through Maeve. And then the sister just shows up out of the bush at the end. Very weird. Yeah. If Jasper and Clark kissed, what do you think your reaction would be? It would be that. The picture on my phone is a bit slower, so I actually saw myself do that. That was weird. Keep or kill, Buffy or Willow? Keep my cinnamon roll. Kill the Slayer. I will do what all the big bads have failed to do. I haven't seen In the Forest of in the Night for many years, but I'd say Ghost Monument is my least favourite New Who episode. I think it was my least favourite of series 11. It got quite boring in parts. So yes, I think me and Connor did a review of series 11. I'm pretty sure I said that was my least favourite episode. He's called Alex in one of the translated versions of Buffy. Interesting. I believe Joss loved to have his characters have that quirk like Wash and Topher. Yeah. I was editing episode 7 of Dollhouse last night, and I loved Topher in that episode. He was so funny. Some people in the 100 fandom ship Murphy and Clark. What's your thoughts on that? I think no. You can ship your ship, you know. I'll judge internally. I'll say that much. I don't see it personally. Keep or kill, Blink Heaven Sent. Ooh. I'll keep Heaven Sent because I've watched Blink to death, but they're both like phenomenal. I don't have questions to ask. What should I do? I want to hear you talking anyway. I don't know. I mean, that was a question, so well done for thinking of one. Did you like the New Year's episode of Doctor Who, or would you have preferred it to be a Christmas ep? I missed watching Doctor Who on Christmas Day, but I didn't actually mind that it was on New Year's Day. I mean, we're not getting a series at all this year, so I suppose it's nice that we had at least one episode in 2019. And you can check out mine and Connor's reactions to that New Year's episode on my channel. Plug. Do you follow any vloggers? Funny you should say that. Connor, my flatmate, if you don't know who that is, he introduced me to, how do you say his name? PewDiePie, in that last week, because I've never seen any of his stuff before. He's kind of funny, but I have got obsessed, and I mean obsessed, with Shane Dawson in like the last week. Not so much his newer stuff. I've been watching his older stuff where he was like hanging out with all his friends. Cause like absolutely hilarious. I don't even know how I got started watching it. One of them came up in my recommending. I was like, you know what? You know he's like a big deal. Let's check him out. Cause I know a few people who watch his stuff, but oh my god, he's so funny. Him and his friends. So I kind of fired all of them on everything now. Please rank all of the episodes written by Chibnall if you remember all. Should I just go through them and C. I don't know if I can like rank them all. That might take a lot of time. What's he written? He wrote 42, didn't he? Which I think is underrated. Um, what else did he write? The Hungry Earth and Cold Blood, which I really like. Did he write anything? 5? I don't think so. Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. That was good fun. You know, nothing brilliant. Power of 3, I really like until like the ending. I think it's a bit of a cop-out ending. Oh god, I'm missing all these comments. And I think, I mean, he kind of helped out with Rosa in series 11, which I think is my favourite episode. But I think that was more Mallory Blackman. Really liked the When He Fell to Earth. And the rest of his episodes were okay, I think. What's the latest movie you watched? I have not watched any movies. I think it was Mary Poppins Returns, I think. Interested in watching Doom Patrol? Yes, I'll be reacting to it. Very excited. Oh. I did not know that about PewDiePie. My son gonna fall in love with you. Shane has that self-deprecating teddy bear. Yeah. Self-deprecating humour is my thing. I think that's why I find him so funny. He's not afraid to take the piss out of himself. If Jasper had a YouTube channel, what do you think he'd make videos about? Maya? Cake? Chocolate cake? That's about it, really. He'd make a cake of Maya and just cry over it every video. And I'd watch it, and I would subscribe. Oh my god, I've missed 43 messages in the uni group chat. Oh my goodness. That's going to be a lot of catching up to do later. Crispy Small is a great channel. It's a great name. Steffi and Dave, they recently went to Morocco. Hi, Stefan. Is it Stefan? I keep forgetting how to say your name. I am the worst person in the world. Stefan? I think it's Stefan. Chocolate or vanilla? Depends what it is, really. I mean, I love vanilla. Is that boring? I think it's normally that's kind of my go-to, which I know is really dull. But you know what? You have to appreciate the duller flavours because it makes other flavours look good. Thank you for all you do. I've been a fan of Buffy since it was airing on TV, and it's been so great to see reactors like you go through this crazy journey. Thank you. It's been amazing so far. I can't wait to see it continue. You got it right the first time. Yay, and then I went back on it and undid all my good work. My laptop is not agreeing with me. There we go. Oh my god, where am I? If you could bring back one dead character from the 100, who would you choose? Probably Maya. I loved her. Do you think Negan was trying to go back to his old ways? I was hoping he was reformed. I feel like he was just trying to recapture that feeling. If he started supports and stuff out there at the time, I think he would have gone back to his old ways, but he might change now. The Tim Tracker is great. Yes, the Tim Tracker. I watched them. Connor introduced me to them because he like loves everything Disney. Yeah, he introduced me to them. I love watching their videos. So thank Connor for my love for those two because they are wholesome. Thank you, Overlord Liam. You're welcome. Which Shadowhunter character would you follow if they had a channel? What type of channel do you think they'd have? I mean, Simon, because he's my favourite, and he would do like songs and stuff, wouldn't he? He'd do like record his own songs, and I would stan him until my dying day. Although imagine like Magnus doing some vlogs. Best channel ever. Finally, have a question. How do you think Faith's storyline is going to develop? I don't know. I really don't know. I hope redemption, but I said earlier it's Joss Whedon, so it's not going to happen. I feel like it's just going to get worse and worse, and then she'll have to be killed or something. When's your next 100 reaction? Hopefully tomorrow, if I edit it in time. If Jasper and Carl from The Walking Dead got into a fist fight, who would win? Probably Jasper. I think he's more physically capable. I think Carl's really good with like a gun. Well, was really good with a gun. But I think in like a fist fight and stuff, maybe Jasper would have the edge. Depends what they were fighting over, really. Because Carl did kind of hold his own against that jerk kid in like season 6 or something. When did you say the first Dollhouse reaction would be posted? The 22nd of February. So 10 days. And not just the first. It's going to be the whole first season dropping on the 22nd. Connor is really doing you a solid with recommending these great YouTubers. He certainly is. He's got me addicted to so much. He got me like watching the Tim Tracker. What else? He introduced me to Modern Family, that show, and I adore that. So many things. What do you think of the return episode? Really, really liked it. Of Walking Dead, obviously. Yeah. I thought it was really, really great. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they do for the rest of the half the season. Any old retro Doctor Who villain you want to see brought back to face Jodie's Doctor? The Sea Devils. I've wanted the Sea Devils to come back for years. They'd be my first choice now out of every classic villain, I think. I'd love to see them back. Hopefully not redesigned to death, kind of like the Silurians were. I like them to keep like a similar kind of thing going. But yeah, I'd love to see Sea Devils. Love to see Sea Devils. Huh? Also, I don't want to say it, but an actor has announced they're leaving a certain TV show. Can we discuss it or not too spoilerish? Probably a bit too spoilerish for the comments in case people don't want to know. But I know who you're on about. I'll just do that. Single tier. Which Doctor Who episode would have been better with a different Doctor than the one in it? Oh God, that's a can of worms. I mean, Matt Smith's my favourite, so just put him in any episode really. But I do believe some episodes are kind of meant to be for certain Doctors. But I don't know. Lincoln versus Dowell, who would win in a fist fight? I feel like Lincoln's kind of had more training and survival skills. From a distance, Dowell would kill him easily, but maybe Lincoln might just have it. All about the abs. Twisted Tunes is a great thing they do at cons. Voice actors read movie scripts as their characters. They're all on YouTube. Pooh as Darth Vader is hilarious. Oh, that'd be great. Mashup we all deserve. That's all you answered to my question. It took my brain a long time to think. Well, you know, it takes my brain a long time to find answers. I panic. Have you been accidentally spoiled for any upcoming seasons of Buffy? Only that Anya gonna be a kind of a major character. A lot of people were really hyped when I watched The Wish, like, oh, you finally met Anya. She's my favourite. And I was like, well, she's back then, because she was good in this episode, but she didn't like blow me away and become everyone's favourite. But yeah, I feel like it probably could be worse. They did mention the Silurians we've seen are a different offshoot than the old ones, so we may see the old design yet. That would be great. I think they did need a redesign, but they really changed a lot. Modern Family is great. Who do you feel like you're the most like on that show? My parents are so much like Phil and Claire. It's creepy. I relate very strongly to Luke on like a personal level. Probably Luke and a little bit of Phil, I think. I know you've had spoilers on Buffy from comments. Do you have mods? Have you thought of getting some? I do have mods. And yeah, if I'm like high in comments and stuff, That's because people have kind of checked beforehand for the most part, so it's safe. I may have said this before, but the Idiot's Lantern was supposed to be for the Ninth Doctor when it was written. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. That would have been very different. Do you think that Xander and Cordelia might get back together? As much as it pains me to admit, I think that ship is, well, quite literally, that ship has sailed. I'd love them to get back together, but I don't think they're going to. I mean, I always thought Willow and Oz would get back together before Xander and Cordelia would anyway, but I feel like it's been a bit too long now, especially because they're introducing like new love interests for them both, like Faith and Wesley. But I'd love them to work it out. See all the comments. I don't know if you've seen Jason Rothenberg showing up the 100, but he kind of looks like the guy that plays Kane, and it's funny. I've heard of him. I haven't seen any pictures, so that's kind of funny. So you saw the Lewis Capaldi music video featuring Peter Capaldi. That was so sad, that bloody music video. I've been listening to that song so much, though. Peter Capaldi broke my heart in that video. Maybe think about getting someone to check your comments section and delete spoilers. Yeah, I do most of the time, but you know, things fall through the cracks. It always seems strange as an American when British people are fans of US shows because your shows are just so much better. You know, I watch the British shows too. I watch Bodyguard and stuff. But you know, when you've seen them, you've seen them. Do you watch after show reaction videos to Buffy episodes you've already watched? I do. Yes, I love her. I do that with like Fear the Walking Dead as well. Whenever I've seen an episode, I watch like reactions to that episode, like Tortured Boy and Seska Said and stuff. Angel the show predictions difficult, I know, but try. Well, I think it's going to be set elsewhere. I feel like Angel needs to leave Sunnydale. And I feel like it's just going to be him kind of finding his place, and maybe solving the mystery of why he was brought back. I don't know if that's going to be answered on Buffy or Angel, and who brought him back and stuff like that. So maybe he's just going to be searching for those answers. I don't know, and killing evil things along the way. I've been watching Phil Collins' recent concerts. He still sounds so good despite his health issues. He's a really great singer, Phil Collins. After you catch up on the 100, do you think you might get a poster of it? Yeah, for sure. If that's a good one that catches my eye. I'm so impressed with you reactors remembering the titles of all the episodes you watched even afterwards. How the crap do you do it? Some shows I just do. Like, I could tell you every new Who episode of Doctor Who right now. I could just list them all. But when you like a show enough, I think you would remember my episode titles and stuff. Sometimes I do have like moments when I'm like, no, I can't remember. But yeah, I feel like when you like spend so much time like watching an episode and editing an episode, it kind of just is ingrained into your memory. Speaking of Cordelia, the quote you reposted from Welcome to the Hellmouth of "I hate Cordelia, I hope she dies" made me laugh out loud. What do you think of Cordelia's journey in the show thus far? It's been great. I think she's had like some of the most drastic development, I think. I've really loved how they've made her a lot more well-rounded and lovable. And a big part of that, I think, was putting her with Xander, which is why I'm really sad that they're not together anymore. Forgive me if you've already said, but you will be officially reacting to Angel as well, then I will, yes. I'll be starting it alongside Season 4 of Buffy. But it does mean you'll be getting one less Buffy episode in like a cycle. So I'll be doing an episode of Angel instead. Depending on how I react to them. If I do it in like airing order, it'll be like Buffy, Angel, Buffy, Angel. But I don't know if I'm doing that yet. So Buffy's high school journey is almost over. What do you think is in store for the Scoobies now? College for most of them, I assume. I don't know what Giles is going to do because he'll still be at Sunnydale High. Um, but I don't know. Maybe just them getting a job, and they have to change their secret hideout to, like, I don't know. I need to imagine whether they get jobs. But some maybe just like someone's dorm room at college, like Willow. I imagine Willow's definitely going to college because she got accepted in like every single one. So maybe Willow's room is any base of operations from season 4 onwards. Um, hello, am I late? Hello, Federica. Um, we've been going nearly an hour actually. That's crazy. 55 minutes. That is nuts. I didn't realise it'd been an hour already. But yeah, thank you for joining. It's so hard to not give Angel spoilers. Please don't. If I know everything, then no point reacting to it. Um, I don't live in the UK. How much is Brexit a conversation there? Oh, I'm breaking up. I did see it crackle on my phone, but it's been fine on the screen. Hopefully, it will sort itself out. I'm amazed we've got this far and nothing's gone terribly wrong. But I've said that now. I'm touching wood. There we go. Yeah, Brexit is quite the conversation here. I try to stay away from it because it just makes me stressed. Good answers about Angel. Do you think it's going to be related to Buffy in any way? I mean, crossover storylines and stuff. That'd be great. I hope it's kind of like the Arrowverse, where like you'll see Flash pop up in an episode of Arrow every now and again, and vice versa. Just like that, that'd be cool. In terms of like storylines, I think it'll be its own kind of thing, but maybe there'll be some kind of crossovers. Least favorite canon ship on the 100. Probably Octavia and Lincoln. Sorry. I just think they rushed it a bit too much. If you're a fan of him on the 100, have you seen Ricky Whittle's new show, American Gods? I haven't yet. I've heard very good things. I actually saw him in Hollyoaks, that British soap opera before the 100, which is kind of crazy, but yeah. What are your predictions for the rest of Buffy season 3? I don't know. Obviously, the mayor's going to be like a big threat. His plan's going to come to a head, I imagine. I feel like Faith's going to have to make like a final decision. Are you good? Are you evil? Willow will be a cinnamon roll. Oz will be a cinnamon roll. He's going to have a really, really happy ending, and everything's going to be fine. Definitely. Sorry I'm late. You're here now. That's what matters. Speaking of tense political conversations, how Article 13 going? I haven't heard more. Same, basically. They couldn't really work out some of the kinks of the agreements and stuff, so the talks have been a bit delayed, but it's still very much a thing, unfortunately. Which would suck if that goes through. Because that would kind of be an end of reactions. Try not to panic about it. Have you seen Twin Peaks? I have not, no. Hi, I watch all your Once Upon a Time reactions. Thank you for watching them, Kayla. Hope you like them. I'm not gonna lie, I left Hollyoaks for a time, lol. Yeah, I got really into it for like a year. Like obsessed with it. But then, as everything, it's in phases, it comes and goes. I'm not watching Fear the Walking Dead now after You Know Who's death. I used to enjoy it. Um, I don't know if you're talking about You Know Who. If you're talking about the death in the mid-season finale of season 4, then I haven't watched beyond that yet anyway, so I don't know if I'm still enjoying it. But I'm really liking season 4. But if you mean the death in episode 3 of season 4, then I am kind of enjoying it less because I'm not seeing them. I don't know if you knew, but they finished filming the 100 season 6 a few days ago. Oh man, they are on it. Looking forward to getting there in 2022. It won't be that long. I'm already on season 3. It's taken me what, 8 months to get to season 3. Depends how quickly I get them out, really, because I don't have like a set schedule. Like this is coming out once a week. I just do them when I have time. Um, so I'll be caught up before we know it. I'm like nearly halfway there. What do you think will happen to Wesley now that Faith agreed to start working with the mayor? I don't know. He can't last very long, can he? Because Giles needs to be the Watcher again. But I don't know what will happen to him. He'll either die or be like, you know what, this ain't for me. I'm out. Peace. I resign. Season 4, episode 3, I think it was. Yeah. I can understand if you stop watching after that episode, because my favourite. Who's your favourite Once Upon a Time character? Mine is Regina. Regina's great. Emma and Henry, though, they have my heart. I probably would have to say Henry. I feel like he's kind of the heart of the whole thing. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion or not. So I've heard some people who absolutely detest Henry. So maybe I'm in the minority. Interesting fact, the actress who played Buffy and Cordelia originally auditioned for each other's roles. Yeah, I heard that. One of them was late to the audition, I think. I think Charisma Carpenter, I think I read, was late to her audition. But yeah, that's kind of funny, isn't it? It's kind of like Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox in Friends. They're originally like supposed to play the opposite roles. Recommending Twin Peaks a lot, but do not react to it. It's very much not a reaction show. Good to know. Favourite relationship, romantic or platonic, on Buffy? Romantic, Willow and Oz. Platonic, probably Buffy and Giles. Season 6 doesn't come out until April 30th, so you might catch up on one of the last couple of episodes of season 6. And if not, you will by season 7, hoping we get one. Yeah, I genuinely would be very surprised if I'm caught up before the end of season 6. It's taken me 8 months to get to this point. So it might be tight. Maybe. You never know. We'll have to wait and see. Henry's cool too. I'm glad you agree. You should have titled this Liam the Vida Loca. That's funny. Maybe the next stream. I love a good pun. It was UK Pun Day the other day. Iconic. Devon originally auditioned for Monty and Richard Murphy auditioned for Bellamy. It's so weird to think how many actors have like auditioned for different roles and then ended up getting like a part that they made like iconic. It's mad. You know how Cordy represents Buffy's past. Other characters represent different things too. Any clue about who represents what? I don't know. I feel like that's probably a thing to talk about once I've watched the whole show and know the whole journey and everything. But yeah, it's a good thing to think about. But if I analyse too much into what they represent, maybe I could know where their journeys would go, and I wouldn't want that. Have you seen the trailer for the new Tolkien biodrome? I haven't yet. I did see it got released today, but I haven't watched it yet. But I am interested, because I really like Nicholas Hoult as an actor. I think he's really cool. What episode of Buffy has the most emotional impact on you up to this point? Probably Passion. If not Passion, then probably Becoming Part 2. It's the moment, I remember it so clearly, the moment in Becoming Part 2 where, I think it's Part 2 anyway, Drusilla like makes herself appear as Jenny to Giles. Nope. And the whole ending sequence of season 2 is really sad, but Passion probably, because it was the shock, and then I was just like bawling. That scene with Buffy, like when she punches Giles and then hugs him, says, you can't leave me. I've seen the first 6 seasons of Once Upon a Time. I won't spoil, but what do you expect to happen with Regina's character? Well, what I want is for her to be redeemed and become like a proper good guy. What do I expect? I really don't know. I mean, at the moment she is trying to be a better person, so I'd like to think she's going to follow through on that for Henry's sake. I think it would take something horrible happening to Henry for her to be like properly evil again. Eliza didn't even have to audition. They just called her and asked, and she said yes. And Christopher Monty got the role of Monty because he was eating chips while doing his audition, and they loved that. That's hilarious. That'd be me. Did you know that director Ron Howard is working on a Pavarotti documentary? I did not. I don't know a lot about Pavarotti, so I haven't really been like keeping up with that news. Eliza just is Faith, so not surprising. She's a great actress. Watching Dollhouse, like, oh, she's incredible. A very important question. Do you think David Boreanaz will ever master that Irish accent? Probably not, but you know what? He tried. I mean, I can't do an Irish accent, so. And I'm not going to try before anyone asks. I'm not doing any accents. Hi there, Liam. I'm Paula from Argentina. I don't know if you've answered this already, but I was wondering what shows you will react to in the future. Angel. Shadowhunters when that comes back in a few weeks. Doom Patrol when that starts at the end of this week. And I really don't have time for much else beyond that. At the minute, it will take me. Like, I'm not going to seriously consider doing like another long run show for quite a long time. Because I know I took on way too much when I started Firefly and Once Upon a Time and Buffy, and The 100. I started those all on like the same day. That was a terrible decision. It worked me to my bones. But yeah, I'm not gonna react to anything long running for a while yet. That damn Sarah McLachlan song at the end of Buffy season 2 finale gets me every time. Yeah, all her songs are so sad. Toy Story 2, never forget. When somebody loved me, everything was tears. I have no problem with David's accents. I'm Spanish, I don't see the difference. Gunther on Friends got his role because he was the only extra who knew how to work the cappuccino machine. Yeah, I'd heard that. That's a really great kind of tidbit. Favourite episode of the 100 season 3 so far? Oh, I don't know. I mean, no spoilers. I don't want people to be spoiled in case they haven't seen the 100. But I have watched episode 7, if that's what people are wondering. That's the latest one I've watched. That's a way to make people angry and upset, I imagine. Have you listened to Buffering? A no spoil Buffy podcast that goes through Buffy. I haven't. No, I'll have to check that out. Sarah McLachlan has evil powers for making people cry. Yes, she does. Sorry if someone's already asked this, but will you watch a series of Unfortunate Events on Netflix that only runs for 3 seasons? I've already seen it. I'm sorry. I watched that. I loved the books. I read all the books growing up as they were coming out. So I binge watched that very, very quickly. So yeah. Looking forward to your ATS reactions. And I'll never forgive myself if I didn't recommend Veronica Mars, especially since it's getting a new season soon. Well, I'm glad you're looking forward to them. I haven't seen Veronica Mars. I have heard good things though. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Kristen Bell, so I've started watching The Good Place not too long ago. Oh, Veronica Mars is getting some love. Right, chocolate time. Did you watch The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina? Very few episodes. I've seen 3, 4. Really liking it, but I just don't have the time to watch like stuff I can't react to. But I will get around to it. My sister's kind of been on me to watch it for ages. But yeah, me and my sister watched the Melissa Joan Hart Sabrina when we were little. Kristen Bell can do no wrong. I wanted her to be Harley Quinn, but Margot's good too. She would have been great Harley Quinn actually. But yeah, I do like Margot Robbie. Oh, my laptop's going crazy. Have you ever seen the show Parenthood? I have not. No. Is it about parents? I would assume so. If it is, very good title. You see no questions. You should take more time to answer them. Well, ask questions that take me ages to answer. I've been getting quite a few things from my PO box as well lately. So thank you if anyone's watching who sent me stuff. It's crazy. Have you watched the unaired pilot of Buffy? I have not. May or may not be planning to do something with that eventually. What's your favourite show you're currently reacting to and why? Mainly Buffy, I think, currently because of the community. And they're my reactions by far. Aside from when I did Stranger Things season 2, and Shadowhunters always does well as well. But in terms of like currently reacting to, yeah, Buffy. But when Agents of Shield's on, I loved reacting to that as well. Movies or TV shows? TV shows, I'd say. It just gives more room to get to know the characters and stuff, doesn't it? Have you seen the original Buffy movie? Very different from the show. I haven't, but I may or may not be planning to do something with that in the future. Will you be doing a review video at the end of season 3 of Buffy? Yes, I shall. That is the plan. Will it be 2.5 hours? Would it be 3 hours? Who knows? Just to let you know, I really enjoy your reactions. The snake and sad faces you make are hilarious. Thank you, Kayla. Do you like Indra? Which one's Indra? Is that the grounder woman who mentors Octavia or mentored? So if it's her, I've grown to like her a lot. Are you currently transforming into a Cyberman? At times your voice is robotic, and I worry with you, Liam. Yes, I am a Cyberman. I'm turning into my favourite Doctor Who villain. Yeah. Maybe it's just the internet kind of breaking up on the stream. And my voice is still not recovered from a night, so maybe that's contributing to it as well. Be careful. Buffy movie is so bad it could damage your brain. I haven't. Yeah, I have heard it's not the best. Gotta go now. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Kayla. Yeah, that's Indra. She's my second favorite female on the show. Raven's first. Yeah, I've grown to like her a lot. I didn't like her at first because she was really bitchy, but she's grown a lot. Liam has too much empathy to be a Cyberman. He'll reverse the process and get his own talk show, just like James Corden. Yeah, basically. Can you imagine me with the talk show? Oh my god. I'd be too nervous to get any guests on. It'd just be me, like, shaking. The laughing fit you had in your latest Buffy reaction was delightful. Oh my god, that was so funny. Oh, that was the best thing. Yeah, I thought I needed to keep all of that in, even though it lasted like 40 seconds. Yeah. Probably the funniest moment of Buffy for me so far. That was such a funny episode. If you do watch the Buffy movie, be sure to read that the original script by Joss Whedon is a bit different. Okay, noted. My top 5 is Jasper, Monty, Bellamy, Murphy, Raven. Rate those 1 to 5, best to worst. Okay. Jasper, 1. 2, Raven. 3, Bellamy. 4, Monty. 5, Murphy. The Buffy movie was written by Joss, but he doesn't like to be associated with it due to actors and director ruining his vision of what Buffy was supposed to be. This is why he did the series. That makes sense. It really was, especially when your voice squeaked. It did go a bit. Oh, God, it's not really hurt my throat. Not doing that again. Liam, your laughter is so cute. I'm sorry to embarrass you, but it was like listening to my son laughing. Well, I hate my laugh. I do have a weird laugh. I mean, I hate listening to my voice in general on camera. Once I've like edited a video and uploaded it, I never watch it. I hate watching them back. Kind of weird for a YouTuber to not like watching themselves, but there you are. What fairy tale character would you like to appear on Once Upon a Time that hasn't already? Peter Pan is my go-to answer. Well, you should love your laugh. Thank you. It changes a lot. I have a variety of different laughs. My drunk laugh is quite something. Rate these 1 to 5 best to worst. Jaha, Cage, Murphy, Pike, Ali. Oh my. Well, I think one's going to have to be Murphy on this list. 2, probably Pike. 3, Cage. 4, Ali. And then 105, Jaha. This will make Liam blush by telling him how adorable his laugh is. Stop it. It's not adorable. I am a monster. Fear me. What made you want to start doing reaction videos? I was in a really bad place when I started YouTube. Going through a lot. I just wanted kind of an escape from it all. I started watching reaction videos about that time. And I thought, you know what? It's something to do. Take my mind off things. So that's why. And it kind of escalated from there. Hi, April. I think this would be the last live stream. Yeah. Don't compliment me. I don't take them well. I don't believe you. Top 5 least favourite, the 100 characters. It's hard. I think it's hard to think of who do you hate. Well, I mean, John, number bloody 1. I mean, Murphy's grown on me a bit, but I still don't particularly like him. So I'm going to put him on this list because I think 5's hard. And then that Ali weird woman can go on there. And then Cage for sure. And maybe Cage's dad. Don't know. I really find it hard to come up with names of. So if I hate the characters, it's very rare I remember their names. What things did you know about Batman? Let's not start this bloody thing again. Whenever I saw BTVS on the last live stream, if you remember, if you were there, I always said Batman the Animated Series. No, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Okay. What things did you know about Buffy the Vampire Slayer before you started watching? If you were spoiled about anything you've already watched, did knowing beforehand really ruin your experience? I knew that Angel was a vampire, and that was supposed to be like a big plot twist, wasn't it? But I wouldn't say it took away a lot. And I am aware that Spike becomes a love interest later on down the line. But I don't know how that's affected yet because we haven't really got to that point, and I don't know when that's going to happen. So it's still going to be kind of a surprise-ish. But I wouldn't say it necessarily ruins a viewing experience. I think you can still appreciate the twists for what they are, even if you knew them beforehand. I'm petitioning a drunk streams now so we can hear your drunk laugh. Honestly, I'd break all your like microphones and stuff. You do not want to wear headphones if you ever hear my drunk laugh, that's for sure. Plus, I get drunk very, very quickly, so it have to be a very short stream. Now that you've met Wesley and Buffy, did you recognise him from How I Met Your Mother? I haven't seen How I Met Your Mother in the longest time. So I'd have to rewatch it to remember who he was. Have you seen Bad Decisions live stream with Ian Martin of Passion of the Nerd? Good times. No, I haven't yet. I haven't checked out Passion of the Nerd yet because I've heard he like references future episodes and stuff, so I'm kind of leaving it for now. Batman the Animated Series is amazing though, so it's always nice to bring it up. Correct. Funny if I'd read that as Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Do I have it here? Oh, I think it's there actually. Hang on. Oh no, it's here. Give me a minute. Ta-da! I brought it up. There you go. Batman the Animated Series. Watch it. You can call Buffy Batman. She would only kill you. So true. If you had to choose one character that you like from the 100 to Die, who and why? I mean, I like Lincoln, but I wouldn't miss him if he's gone. So maybe Lincoln. You know, I really, really like Jaha. I've just suddenly decided I really like Jaha. So maybe I'll get rid of him. Do you think Clark and Buffy would get along or butt heads? I got this question from my Q&A actually. It's interesting. I think they'd get along eventually. They might butt heads at first. I think they're both kind of strong, kind of leader sort of types. If they had like a common goal and a common enemy, I think they'd work together really well. He was Robin's co-worker in season 1, I believe, Wesley. Oh, okay. I haven't seen season 1 in even longer than I've watched the end of the show. So after rewatching, check him out. Major douche. Major douche. Oh, he's made. Okay. You could do a reaction video of an episode playing a Buffy drinking game. That way we could finally hear you drunk and laugh. That's actually a really good idea. I definitely like a drinking game episode. But also, I wouldn't be able to I probably wouldn't be able to get that monetized. But oh well. So you like Batman too? My son's going to propose to you. Yeah, he's my favourite superhero. Spider-Man's a very, very close second. But I love Batman. I love his Rogues Gallery. I actually have a lot of pops. Oh. Yeah, love Batman. I have so much Batman stuff, and it's still not enough. The mayor, Seth Green, and another future Buffy actor were also in How I Met Your Mother. The mayor was Ted's stepfather. Ah, I knew I recognised him from something, that actor. I'll have to keep an eye out. By the way, how's your cold doing? Don't catch more colds. It's completely gone. I am good for now. Yes. Oh, I bet the Clark Buffy question from your Q&A came from me. Oh, right. Well, there you go. Have you ever seen a movie without a paddle? No, I have not. Have you watched Gotham? Yes, I have. Very, very good. The mayor was also once upon a time. He was Jiminy Cricket's father. Ah. Rest in peace, that guy. Kaylee or Willow? Who's the cinnamonist cinnamon roll? Don't ask me this kind of stuff. No. I can't believe you've done this. I mean, I feel like Willow needs to be number 1, but I've had a lot more time with Willow. So I feel like we're never going to truly know because we haven't had 50 episodes of Firefly. Whereas I've had 50 episodes of Willow currently. But probably Willow. But, oh, Kaylee, I love her. A lot of nods to Burton's Batman series. Oh, good to know. Yeah. Oh, you talk about Gotham, maybe. Oh, yeah, definitely. especially with Penguin's dad in Gotham being played by the same actor from Batman Returns. Um, Without a paddle star, Seth Green, Matthew Lillard, and Dax Shepard. Well, I like the cast, so. Who's your favourite Doctor Who villain? Cybermen. Love them. What's the deal with cinnamon? Chocolate is better. Weird English expression. I really don't know where it started with this. I don't know where I started saying cinnamon roll and stuff. It started with that meme. That's where I first heard it. But then it's just like been adopted into my language. But you know, she's my cinnamon roll. It just makes a lot more sense than, oh, she's my chocolate bar. My chocolate bar. If you ever watch Wonderfalls, you may feel differently about Kaylee. Hey up. Have you ever gone to a fan convention of any kind? Apologies if any of my questions have been asked before. I went to Heroes and Villains Fan Fest in London in 2016. I met Stephen and Robbie Amell. Connor came with me, and he met John Barrowman. Emily Bett Rickards walked straight past us, and it was everything. We got told to move out of the way by Haley Atwell's security. But yeah, it was great. They're both really nice guys, the two I met as well. Stephen Amell was such a nice guy. Like, he stopped and had a chat with like every single person, and he stayed for like 3 hours after the event was supposed to finish so he could like sign everyone's stuff. So yeah, but I do want to go to like other conventions eventually, but it's just money and stuff. I'd love to go to a Walker Stalker convention at some point, and there's an event in Birmingham in the UK in June that I would absolutely love to go to, because Ian DeKuyster is going to be there, Liz Henstridge is going to be there, Chloe Bennett's going to be there, and Jeff Ward's going to be there. But I'm still at uni at that time-ish, so it doesn't quite work out with the dates, and I'm absolutely devastated that I can't go, because I'm not sure I'm ever going to get a chance to ever see them again and then be that close to me. So that sucks. I prefer Davros. Davros is cool. What would you think if Monty got a buzz cut like Jasper? I mean, I don't mind a buzz cut. I actually kind of think it suits Jasper. I miss his long hair, but I actually think it kind of suits him, even though he looks completely different. But I'd have to see it to know. Do you watch any other reaction channels that are reacting to the same shows you're watching? Seska Says, Tortured Boy, Liam Katzen, After Show Reactions, Nikki and Steven React. I feel like I'm missing some. American Mum, Blind Wave, quite a few basically. I met John Barrowman at Comic Con a couple of years ago. That's cool. He was quite something, John Barrowman. Well, we have expressions in Spanish like being like a train, being hot. Really? Being like a train means being hot? Am I reading that wrong? I know you knew about Wash's death in Serenity before watching it. Did that make it harder to see or easier? I think it was harder because I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't know when. So it's still really shocking when it happened because I didn't know the exact point or the circumstances of his death. But my God. Whew. I mean, nothing compared to Shepard's really. It was more the reactions to Wash's death, I think, that really got me. But yeah, it was still awful nonetheless. It probably would have been even worse if I didn't know, because I really liked Wash. Yeah, conventions are pricey. I'm dropping thousands of dollars on Conageddon for the 100, but it's going to be worth every penny. Oh yeah, I'm sure it will. Like, experiences like that, they're unforgettable, aren't they? Yeah, I'm still really salty that I can't go to that convention with Fitzsimmons and Deke there. Really sad. I mean, it's probably for the best, because I probably would have collapsed and died if I'd met them. I wouldn't have been able to speak, but yeah. Apologies if this was already asked. I rewatched your reaction to the Buffy pilot episode. How do you feel about Cordelia now? I know the answer, but I want to hear you say it. You know I love her. I want more Cordelia scenes. She's being underused at the minute. Yeah, I've loved her journey, and I adore her. The cinnamon roll thing was a meme started on Tumblr on the Twin Peaks post, and then it just spread. I don't remember the whole story, but I'll be surprised that it started on Tumblr. I'm not. Stupidest film you've ever seen? There's a film out last year called Patrick. It was a British film, so I don't think it got like a wide release in many places. But it was about a pug. It was bestowed upon this woman who's starting a teaching job when her aunt dies or something, and it's just the shittest thing I've ever seen. Um, yeah, so stupid, so badly acted, and yeah, that was the thing. Before I watched Serenity, a friend spoiled for me that two crew members died, but even after Wash died, I still freaked out when Simon was shot because even though we already had two, I was so engrossed. Yeah, God. So obviously I knew Wash was going to die, but I didn't know how many deaths there were going to be. So yeah, when Simon got shot, if he had died, I'd have. I don't think I could have even posted the reaction if he'd have died. Do you think Cordy and Wes are going to be a thing? I don't know. I feel like it's being played for laughs at a minute, so I don't know if it's going to be like a serious thing. Um, might be a bit icky. I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe not. Would you consider doing a full reaction to the last episode of Buffy for non-Patreons? Probably. As long as people keep supporting me and everything, and being nice and kind on the reactions. I mean, when I did the Serenity movie to end Firefly, I made that free for everyone. And it still is free for everyone, because I haven't deleted that reaction from my Google Drive. So yeah. Other than Doctor Who, because it's well known here now, what British shows would you suggest for Americans to watch? Bodyguard, if you haven't seen that, that was like a limited series. That did really well this year. Luther's supposed to be really good. I haven't seen it myself, but I've heard really good things. The Fades, that was aired in like 2012. Indra Kaistekker's in that. Really, really good. I don't know really. It always slips my mind like these British dramas. But most of them are good. Broadchurch, that's really good as well. Which character would you like to portray on Buffy and on the 100? Buffy, I'd like to be Oz, because I'd love to be that cool. And the 100, I mean, they all go through emotional pain, don't they? So probably either Jasper or Monty on the 100. I feel like they're both really cool characters. I'd love to really be pushed as an actor, so I'd love to play Jasper's like heartbreak and depression and stuff. Are you expecting any more major The 100 characters to die? Yes, I'm sure they will. It's going to be at least like one or two big deaths every season, aren't there? Like The Walking Dead kind of is. So yeah, I imagine more will die and it will destroy me. But let's not think about it. If I don't think about it, it won't happen, right? I loved when Giles walked behind him murmuring she's a student and he pulled his hand back like he'd been burned. Yeah, that was funny, that moment with Wesley. Have you watched my Mad Fat Diary? I know it's not a fantasy genre show, but it's amazing. I've watched like clips of episodes here and there, in like lectures and stuff when we've been studying things. But yeah, I've heard of it. I have heard it's really good. How has it been? An hour and a half? That's nuts. What about a full reaction on an episode on every season of Buffy from season 4 on? Followers can inform you what episode would be special after you react to it. I understand if it's not possible. I mean, I highly doubt anyone could ever agree on one episode. I don't know, maybe. I have to wait and see. Watch this space. So obviously, I don't want to undermine people who give me and fork out their own money to watch my stuff, especially if it's like this hugely popular episode. I feel like people should, if they pay to get every episode to full reaction, it might undermine that a bit if I like give this most popular episode for free to everyone. I don't know. It's weird. If Jasper died in the season 1 finale of the 100, do you still think he'd be your favourite? Oh man, good question. Probably. So honestly, I don't think my favourite character order has changed since season 1. I mean, at least not my top 2. Jasper and Raven have always been my top 2. Bellamy's gone up a lot, but yeah, I think he probably would still be my favourite. Oh. Getting more messages through. Go away. Right. I love that you love Jasper and that you understand his storyline. It's such an important one. Yeah, I really love what they're doing with it. I mean, it's heartbreaking and it sucks seeing him, that sad. But it's a very real thing, and I love that they're touching on that. I think it's like really powerful. It's really it's hitting me really hard. I think Devon's doing such a good job with it. Oh, we know what episodes we all want. Yeah, but could you all agree on one episode for every season? I don't know. Do you think all the Scoobies will survive the whole show run? If you don't, who do you think could die? I don't know. I'd like to think they all survive. I don't know if I can imagine the show without all of the main cast. If anyone had to, I've been asked this before, if anyone had to die, I think I'd have Xander die. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll find out. I hope not. Now that you've met Wesley, you should look up Alison Hannigan Halloween Fairies as a kangaroo. Oh, someone sent me the picture. The best thing I've ever seen. Have you ever thought of writing yourself? You really get a lot of deep emotional character stuff on these shows very well, and I think you'd be good at writing your own stories. I am writing a book at the minute, actually. Very, very early stages, but yeah. I'm kind of drawing like sketches of all the characters and stuff like that. But yeah, I do really enjoy writing, so yeah. What would you think if both Jasper and Raven died in the next episode you watch at the same time? I think I'd stop watching. No, I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't stop watching the 100 without them. But oh man, that would be the worst. Imagine both of them in one. No, thank you. I think I'd definitely put off watching the next episode for a little while. I know I did with Fear the Walking Dead. I put off watching that after Full Row 3. I don't even want to think about Jasper and Raven in one episode. Ugh. I'm not sure they'd be that mean, surely, killing both my favourites off in one. Have you noticed any parallels between the 100 and Batman the animated series? Buffy the Vampire Slayer! Oh my god, I'm so annoying. I haven't really, because I tend to just get engrossed in the show I'm watching, so I don't really think about all my other shows. So I'd really have to think and make notes on it. I got a similar kind of question, I think, in my Q&A, but I can't remember what I said. Oh, cool, you're writing. That's great. Creative writing is actually a class I teach. That's cool. That brings up a good question. Is there any show you ever have just stopped watching altogether because of a creative decision you made? Riverdale. I think they really lost their way with Riverdale, which sucks because I really enjoyed season 1. Maybe I'll get back into it. So normally I do commit to a show and then just go the whole hog, even if it goes really bad. Gotham actually lost me for a while in season 2. I hated what they did with Azrael in season 2. Um, so I put off watching the rest of that for a while, but then I got really back into it. Do you think Xander and Willow are done with their love story? I fucking hope so. I've had enough of that shit. I mean, I don't think their love story is ever going to be done because they love each other. I hope they're not in love with each other, is what I'm trying to say. Um, I know exactly what you mean. I also gave up on Riverdale as well as Shameless and Grey's Anatomy. I haven't seen either of those two shows. I stopped watching Gotham in season 2. Does it get better? Yeah, it really does. It picks up a lot. Yeah. Season 4, I think, particularly was really, really good. Grey's Anatomy is still going. Yeah, I think they just stopped watching it. I stopped watching Riverdale 2 halfway through season 2. The writing was so messy and the characters turned cartoonish and not in a good way. Yeah, the writing's not ideal, is it, on that show? I stopped quite early into season 2, really. I mean, you can see because my reaction stopped. I've never watched Riverdale, but I have an irrational resentment towards it because of how much CW promotes it and how much they don't promote the 100. Yeah, and Riverdale just got nominated for like a representation award. How? Like Jughead's like asexual in the comics. They changed that. And they focus on the straight couples and give like no screen time to their gay characters. So I don't know why they've been like nominated for an award for like representation and stuff. That seems a bit weird, especially when we have like, shows like Shadowhunters and all that. But never mind, I'm over it. Not salty. Um, but I didn't know that the CW don't really promote the 100, which that's kind of a shame. Um, if Jasper had to die, when how would you want it to be? Well, if he had to, the very very last episode of the 100. How I don't know. As long as it's not painful. Um, but yeah. British shows are so much better that way. They don't pad the seasons or keep shows going just because they're popular. They stop when the creator feels it's done. That's true. And we they tend to only have like 10 episodes a season, or maybe even like 6 or 7 or 8. But I understand like when you have like 22, 23 episodes a season, you can't expect the quality to be like consistently good unless you're Buffy. But yeah. They've been giving Kevin a bit more screen time with Moose. Well, that's good. That's something. Oh Jesus! Cole Sprouse actually wanted Jughead to remain asexual, but it's the CW. What can you do? Hot teens must be paired up. Yeah, they are certainly hot teens. That cannot be denied. And I actually quite liked Bughead, the pairing anyway. I don't want to start a riot over that. Have you watched Torchwood? I haven't. I want to know if it's good. Really good. Season 1 and a lot of season 2. I mean, it's a bit like so. Season 3 of Torchwood is some of the best television I've ever watched in my entire life. And it's only 5 episodes. It's like a mini series. I didn't like series 4 when I first watched it. When I rewatched it, I enjoyed it a hell of a lot more. It's actually a lot of fun. What are the shows you've enjoyed the most? Maybe most rewatchable too. For me, it's classics like Buffy and Friends, along with Babylon 5. I read that as Buffy and Friends. I don't know. Have we frozen? The screen's frozen. I don't know if we frozen. Yeah, I can see it's frozen. That's really funny. The last few times it's like frozen, it's been like a really good. Well, I wouldn't say good. Um, and not particularly flattering image, I suppose. If you can still hear me, let me know, and it can just become a podcast. Because honestly, I'm amazed we've gone this long and it hasn't frozen yet. We can hear you. Good. I will carry on with my questions then. Shows I've enjoyed the most, rewatchable. Parks and Rec comes to mind. I love that show. And Buffy. Friends, definitely. Doctor Who. Yeah, I rewatch those shows a lot, really. What do you think of the reboot of Buffy that's supposed to be coming? Fans have very mixed feelings about this announcement, and I myself dislike the idea of them messing with my Buffy. Yeah, I don't really know. I love how I just started it and then they announced that was happening. That was really funny. But yeah, interesting. I heard it's not supposed to be about Buffy though. I heard it's supposed to be about a different Slayer, which I think I'd probably prefer, but we'll have to wait and see. Has anyone watched the original Roswell? Not this new reboot, but the OG. I have not. Oh boy, George Alexander. I'm here for the tea and YouTube drama. Well, you know what, George? You broke my stream. Absolutely fine, and now I'm frozen. Look at me. Look like I'm about to sneeze. Heroes is good. Yeah, I enjoyed Heroes. Any interest on Moffat and Gatiss Dracula? I'll probably check it out, see what it's like. And yes, we're a podcast again, ladies and gentlemen. And it's kind of annoying because I was hoping to wrap it up at about 9. So I wish I could just stuck it out for like another 15 minutes because I've got some editing to do. But there we are. We're a podcast now. Welcome back to my podcast. I've always wanted to do this. And joining me now is Olivia Coleman and Dave Tent and Jodie Whittaker. If you could be transported into a fictional universe of your choice, which one would it be? Probably Zelda, the video game series. Going to Hyrule, just because I like to see the sights and take some cool Instagram pictures. What Buffy episode do you think you'll enjoy rewatching the most? Doppelgangland's definitely going to be up there. Then like Prophecy Girl maybe. Halloween for sure. I love Halloween. Parks and Rec is possibly the best show ever, one of the only truly perfect finales. Most finales don't ever live up to the hype. I agree, the finale of Parks and Rec is everything and more. What a show. I miss that show so much. Speaking of Torchwood, Yanto and Jack playing hide and seek might be one of my favourite scenes in television. Oh, and Captain John Hart and the dog. Yeah, Captain John Hart. Where have I seen him in a show I'm watching in a minute? I love the idea of a Buffy reboot if they go in a particular direction, but I can't say more due to spoilers. Okay. The face you're frozen on reminds me of the cat appeared from Alice in Wonderland. Yes. Oh my god. Now that's a Photoshop waiting to happen. Haven't watched the latest episode of Walking Dead yet. Is it worth it? It's a really good episode, but Carol's not in it, so maybe not for you. But it is a very, very good episode. I got to go, but it was great watching. Thank you for sticking by Fandom for Life. You have classes tomorrow. I'm going to scold you if you go to bed late. I do. I just don't know when. Well, I have rehearsals for the performance we're doing, but we haven't actually arranged a time yet. So we'll find out. Have you watched Community? I think it would be a good sitcom to react to. I've watched the first few. But honestly, I haven't really gotten into it yet. I think I need to give it another go. Do you prefer Oz's hair light or dark? Light, probably. Oz needs to stay ginger. He's too pale for black hair. Yeah, he does look really like he looks dead when he has black hair. But you know what? If he wants to change up his hair, do what he likes. He's still going to be a cinnamon roll. Plus side of the screen freezing is like I could just stuff my face and not feel judged. Going off an above question, have you ever considered reacting to comedy? I'm still working my way through Rick and Morty very, 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 very slowly. But yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Love a good laugh. I love to laugh. Ha 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 ha. Oh, come on, internet. I think my internet's going a bit all funny. I think that's why it's all frozen. Unfortunately. Pickle Rick, yes, indeed. I mean, I haven't watched that episode yet, but there was no escaping Pickle Rick. That was everywhere. Right. I think I'm gonna wrap this up at about 9ish. So, any last minute questions? Get them in. What do you know about Angel the series? Characters, plot twists, anything? I know Angel's in it. I know Cordelia shows up at some point because someone spoiled that for me in a comment. That's it. How are your acting classes going? Interesting? Boring? Both. The one I had today was terrible. It was really dull. It was just our lecturer reading an article he'd written and kind of kissing his own arse, which I didn't need to sit there for 2 hours, but there you are. Oh well. Thank you, Liam. Great Q&A. You always try to answer most of the questions. It's appreciated. Yeah, thank you for appreciating me. If people ask questions, I like to take the time to answer them if I can. And if I think the questions are rude or inappropriate, I do not answer them. Sick of people spoiling things. Yes. Mood. How do you think Angel the series will be different from similar to Buffy? I think it's not going to be about Buffy. I think it will be set in a different place. It'll be about a different group of people, I imagine. Bar Angel, obviously. But yeah. Hopefully it is quite different. You know, I just don't want, as much as Buffy is fantastic, I don't want Angel to be exactly the same show. River Song would not be happy with the comment section. No, she would not. Oh, River. Not a question, but thank you for making this evening a lot more enjoyable. Oh, well, thank you for sticking with it, even when it turned into podcast form with that weird, weird face. It looks like I'm staring down at like a bowl of ice cream. I'm just going, I am going to destroy you. Angel is going to be exactly like Buffy. He's going to dye his hair blonde and everything. Well, now that I kind of want to see, actually. I like to dye my hair blonde, but I just know I wouldn't look very good. I'd like to dye my hair at all, really. Thank you so much for answering all the questions. I always look forward to watching your reactions, and I really appreciate the in-depth analysis you include in your videos. Thank you. Thank you for watching them. I would not do them if people didn't watch them, so it goes both ways, really. The appreciation is felt all around. And like the fact that people have been sending stuff to like my PO box and stuff is just madness. And I can't wait to open them whenever I visit home. Yeah, I have 2 sidekicks, a goofy human girl and a redhead geeky warhawk. My son's calling me. Kisses in case you're not here when I come back. Well, thank you for stopping by. Maybe we'll be done in like 4 or 5 minutes, so depends what he's got to say to you. Oh man. So tired, but I need to get some editing done today. I need to record more Dollhouse. Because I'd actually like to have it all done for the 22nd, like I promised people. What predictions can you make about Faith? I predict a riot. I predict a riot. I think that says it all. I think she'll either go full on evil or she'll redeem herself. There's no in between with Faith. But if she dies in the season finale, I wouldn't be surprised. Although then they'd have to call a new Slayer again, wouldn't they? I don't know if they want to repeat that again with another new season. How long do you think your Buffy season 3 review will be? Probably about a day and a half. I really don't know. I just remember laughing out loud when I loaded up the footage of my review for season 2, and it was an hour and a half. Oh my gosh, that's the funniest thing. I really don't know. It does depend how much I have to say. I feel like it could be like a similar length to my season 2 one. Because obviously season 1 was only 12 episodes. I spent 45 minutes talking about it. But I feel like I have more things to say on certain aspects for season 3 and compared to season 2, but less on others. So I don't know. How far into season 3 are you? I'm assuming you're Buffy. Everything that's up. I watch the episodes, then I upload and edit them. Oh, more group chat stuff going mental. Now the audio's going. Maybe I'm just not speaking because I was eating some chocolate. What themes of Buffy season 3 have you picked up on so far? Don't want to detail it too much because it will ruin the review. But I think the big ones are being your own worst enemy, and also betrayals. That's definitely a big one. Don't care if the Buffy review is long, we'll watch it. Yeah. Some of my reviews have been watched more than my reactions to some of the episodes in the season, which is really funny. I wanted to ask something about late season 3, but I was afraid I might spoil something. What do you think will happen in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer, not Batman the Animated Series, season finale? As in the last ever episode, or season finale of season 3? Can you hear me now? Good. Well, maybe not good if you don't like my voice. It'd be a really shit podcast if you couldn't hear me, wouldn't it? Season 3 finale. Okay. Well, I think they'll stop the mayor. I don't know. I think Wesley will leave. He might die. He might just quit. I don't know. And I think Faith will either redeem herself or die. And there'll be feels because it's a season finale, so there'll probably be some kind of feels. And they'll all graduate and be happy. Hey Liam, I adore you. Well, I adore you too. This just hit me. Last stream, I recommended Dollhouse to you, and recently you revealed you'd started watching it before Faith showed up on Buffy. Is it hard to keep it a secret? Oh, yes. I wanted to tell you guys for so long. Because I started it in September last year. So it's literally been going for 5 months now. I mean, I had quite big gaps in between watching some of the episodes. But yeah, it was like really difficult. Glad to see you're still here. Off-topic question: if you're happy with checking your comments, why you still receive so many spoilers? Just slip through the cracks sometimes. It's just how it is. Sometimes YouTube blocks comments that have like swear words in and stuff, so they show up as spam. So when I go and click on the spam comments to get rid of them, they're actually spoilers. Just stuff like that. And some people think they're being clever and aren't. Good evening, Low on Life. We're actually about to wrap up. But yeah, any more questions? What made you decide to keep Dollhouse a secret? Because I thought it'd be funny. Mainly because I wanted to try a new kind of format with the reactions. Because all 13 episodes of season 1 are going to be dropping on the 22nd. So it can kind of be binged. Just to like mix it up a bit. So I just thought not telling anyone about it was the best way. But my New Year's Eve live stream, I did tell people that I was doing Dollhouse, and they kept it to themselves, which is very kind of them. Low on Life, what a nickname, apparently. Did I spot that you've seen season 2 of Torchwood? Did you spot James Masters as Captain John using one of his board now line? Oh god, I haven't seen Torchwood in yonks, so I wouldn't have even known that was a reference when I first watched it. But yeah, I haven't seen Torchwood since it finished, actually, and considering it finished 8 years ago, I definitely would not have got that reference. I haven't seen Dollhouse or Firefly, to be honest. I definitely recommend them. Definitely Firefly for sure. But Dollhouse is getting really, really, really good. Liam, I have a question. How do you feel about The Lost Boys? Have you ever seen the film? Because it's being made into a TV show, and that's how Joss got the idea for Vamp Face. No, I haven't seen it. I heard it's good though. Thanks again for all you do. Your Firefly and Buffy reactions give me life. Can't wait for Dollhouse and Angel. Thank you, Natalie. I can't wait either. Angel will be here before we know it. And obviously Dollhouse is 10 days away. And I still need to record all the full reactions to the last 3 episodes. And edit from episode 8 onwards. Chris Chibnall is a huge Buffy fan and made that Tortured episode very Buffy friendly. Oh, that makes sense. My problem is that there's a limit for how many Whedon tragedies my poor little heart can take. Yeah. Especially if you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and all that as well, because my goodness. I think the only thing I've cried out more in terms of reactions on my channel than the season 5 finale of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was season 7 premiere of Walking Dead. Those are my 2 biggest cry sessions. You should react to Lost Boys. I can consider it. My favourite reaction of yours was Serenity movie. By the end, we were both in tears. Yes, that was such a good film. Ugh. Kind of got it for me on Steelbook for my birthday last year. Yeah, that was great. And that reaction is still available. The full reaction, if people want to check that out. And it's for free for everyone. I have to go hang laundry. Thanks again. Can't wait for Dollhouse. Have a great night. You too, Little Owl Lost. I don't think Whedon had much to do with Enter Shield in the end. No, he definitely doesn't work on it anymore. But he did start it. I mean, he's still like credited as like the creator and stuff. And he definitely wrote and directed the pilot. I think he had a bit of influence over season 1, but it's definitely more his brother and his brother's wife now. Marissa, I think her name is, isn't it? It's a classic. You won't regret it. I see. Just wait for more crying in the Buffyverse. So much more. Oh, of course. Can't wait to embarrass myself. I'm surprised Whedon didn't kill any character in Toy Story. Don't give him any ideas. Okay, I think we're going to wrap it up there, guys. Since I need to get food, I have some chicken dippers with my name on it, and I have some editing and recording to do before I can get to bed. So yeah, if you do have any more questions, send them in the next 10 seconds. If not, maybe just comment on another video or something. But yeah, thanks for sticking with the stream. It's been a while actually, isn't it? Yeah, that's 2 hours. I wanted to end it about 9. Kind of a shame about 9:15 it froze, but there we are. Very short podcast, but it actually held out for quite a while, so I'm kind of impressed with how well that handled. But yeah, thank you for all your questions and all your comments, and for being wonderful as you all are. I hope you're looking forward to more videos that'll be coming out throughout the rest of the week and beyond. There'll be, I think the 100 will be my next reaction that's out, I think. That'll be one at a time. Then Fear the Walking Dead, and then back to Buffy again. And by that time, there'll be probably the first episode of Doom Patrol. And I'm still working on Dollhouse behind the scenes for you guys. And then that'll be out on the 22nd. Exciting times. Hope you're enjoying them. Love to hear you more, but yeah, that's fair. Are you a Disney fan? Yes. All things Disney. So yeah, I think that'll be it. Thank you very much for sticking with the stream, however long you stayed for. You are all my cinnamon rolls, and I will see you soon.